Hello, this is Taylor Elwood, your business wizard for eccentric entrepreneurs. And today I want to talk about how to be present with your fear and anxiety around your business. Because sometimes we have moments when we, as entrepreneurs, feel fear and anxiety. We feel fear of failure, we feel anxious about something that we're doing. And case in point, I'm going to use myself as an example. Earlier this week, I relaunched the Process of Magic class, complete with the new system of online marketing that I'm using. And I have to admit, the last few days I have felt some anxiety and fear around using this new system. Not because it doesn't work, but because there's this part of me that I ultimately recognize is afraid because it's like, what happens if I fail? And underneath that really is the question of, am I unworthy? Am I unworthy of getting this business? Am I unworthy of this working out? And these are all very natural fears to feel. The key is, do we let these fears get in the way of moving forward with our business, or do we recognize them and hold space? Now, one of the resources, and there's going to be a link below in the description of the video or in the blog, depending on where you're viewing this video. In the link below, there's a link to this book called The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown, and I highly recommend it to any entrepreneur. I've just been reading through it, and what's helpful about it is that she really tackles this issue of fear and anxiety and unworthiness in relationship to the feeling of love and belonging. And you might say, well, what does that have to really do with business? And the truth is that when we are connecting to our tribe, we're hoping to connect to them from a place of love and belonging, like our love for them and our wanting them to belong with us, but also our desire to belong with this tribe. And there's always a bit of fear of rejection with that because, let's be honest here, we're coming at it from a place of vulnerability. So as an eccentric entrepreneur myself, I can tell you that in reaching out to my tribes, which includes you, there is that bit of fear sometimes. Like, am I unworthy of this tribe? Do I really belong? And the key is to not second guess yourself. The key instead is to hold space with yourself, to be present with what you're feeling. Allow yourself to recognize the feelings of fear and anxiety as they come up and talk about them with someone, be open about it, but also really allow yourself to hold space with what you feel. Like today, for example, I meditated on those feelings and I really allowed myself to open up to them and feel them fully and embody them so that I could work through them, so that I could dissolve them and I could get to what was really bothering me. And what was really bothering me was a fear of being unworthy. It wasn't a fear of failure, it was a fear of being unworthy. Initially I thought it was a fear of failure. And certainly on the surface that's what it looked like, but ultimately it came down to, am I worthy or am I unworthy of this tribe? And again, those feelings are natural. And part of it is the anxiety of, oh, I'm doing something new. What if it doesn't work? What if I've invested all this time and this money into this thing and it doesn't work? And the truth is the answer to that is, well, one, I haven't given it enough time to know for sure if it is or isn't going to work. But two, even if I do give it some time and it's not working, that's where I go and I tweak it and I work on it and I figure out what isn't working and I improve on it. And I know that. And we know that on a rational level. But on an emotional level, it can be really hard to recognize that. And so we have to pay attention to what's going on emotionally within us, what we're feeling emotionally, what's coming up, before we can deal with it from a place of rational logic. It's only when we acknowledge and embody our emotions and bring them out into the open and explore what the real narrative is underneath that we can then begin to address it and move on from it. We can begin to come into a place of awareness and peace and bring that into what we're sharing with other people. And then we can go from there and address it from a rational, logical place that allows us to make the improvements and the changes we need to make in order to get this system or process or whatever to work. So share that with you because sometimes you're going to feel fear and anxiety. And if you do feel some fear and anxiety, I would urge you to reach out and connect with me. Um, if you need someone to talk with, because I would be happy to schedule a one-on-one session with you to talk about whatever fear and anxiety is coming up that's stopping you from moving forward with your business. I'm more than happy to help you with that process. So if you want to reach out, go to the contact page on eccentricentrepreneurs.com and contact me. I would love to connect with you and help you with anything that is coming up in your business where you're feeling fear and anxiety. You're feeling maybe a sense of overwhelm. And let's address that together. Because when we reach out to other people, we reach out to people that are part of our tribe or people that understand us and understand what we're trying to do, that's when we find our strength. Our strength isn't going it alone. It's coming together with the people that can help us. And I know this because for many years I used to believe that if I showed my fear and anxiety, that I was being weak. And I believe that because as a child I was told that was the case. But I've learned since then that that's not the case. That if anything, it's when I reach out from a place of vulnerability that to other people who can help, that I actually find my strength. And so I want you, my eccentric entrepreneurs, to know that I am here for you. And if you need help, I would urge you to reach out. And you can find that link to the contact page either in the description of the video if you're watching on the YouTube channel, or you can find it on the blog post. Okay? So, hey, I'm here for you and I'm rooting for you. Don't let that fear and anxiety get in your way, and I'll talk soon.